Hello, everyone, and welcome to Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. In the news, the Hopkins County United Way had its workers' luncheon on Wednesday. The workers heard from this year's campaign chairs, Bill and Beverly Owens. Beverly Owens said the United Way workers were the best. She talked about the very first United Way drive in the county back in 1955, and she noted they made their goal. This year's goal is $165,000, and funds will be benefiting 20 local agencies. Bill Owens said he decided to get more involved with United Way after attending his first allocation meeting. He explained this year's campaign theme, Be a Hero. Owens said, I don't think we can make the goal. I know we can. The local United Way will begin to have weekly meetings starting on October the 1st. The campaign is expected to conclude sometime around the first week in November.
As president of the Hopkins County Historical Society, Rick Wilson also helps arrange the Indian Summer Day, which is coming up on October 5th, a fun day for everybody. Let's find out more.
This is our 15th annual John Chester Dutch Oven Cook-Off as well. 15 years we've been doing that.
The time has just flown.
Yeah, it sure has. Sure has. And you know, we're excited about it. We've got a good groups coming in for the Indian Summer Days, and going to be a lot to do in the park on that day.
Well, and that's going to be October 5th. But before we launch into all that, let me say, we really like out at Heritage Park, and the members of the Historical Society really like what has gone before and keeping that alive and well recognized.
Oh, yes.
But just in your family alone, Rick Wilson, you've got a legacy of pioneers in our county.
Yeah, I do. Sure is. My great-grandmother, who is Maya Jane Wilson, and the chapel was out at City Cemetery, was built after her. She collected the money a nickel at a time here and there to get it all, and from what I understand and read about her, she was quite determined on getting it done. But yeah, she served as president for, someone said 50 years. I'm not sure how close or not, but you know, that's exciting to know that you have somebody that determined and to know and everything. Of course, the museum is her home.
Right, out at Heritage Park.
Out at Heritage
And I
Park.
guess if by the crow flies, the Heritage Park and Myra Wilson Chapel were not that far apart back in the day.
No, they weren't. Little buggy ride. Yeah.
Well, anyway, that came up because you once again are president of the Historical Society.
Yes, I am.
And are you going for her record?
No, I am not.
Okay.
No, she was a stubborn lady, from what I understand. I'm not going to shoot for that. No.
And membership there in the Historical Society is open.
Oh, yes.
You
yes,
need members and help.
Always need members and helpers. Somebody wants to come out. Even if they just want to come out and sit in the museum one day, it would be wonderful to have people come out. Saturday, we try to have a work day every Saturday. Some days are better than others, but we've got a lot going on in the park. The major storm we had come through a few months ago that blew down all the trees, it really hit the park hard, and we're making a lot of repairs and trying to do as much as we can ourselves. But it's a great thing to have volunteers come out and work.
And just the mowing that we had to keep up with during the rainy season.
Absolutely. It's usually a 2-day event to mow and weed eat. We've been very fortunate to have a lot of help this summer, though, and the guys can get it done really fast. That gives us time to do a lot of that other work and everything that has to be done in the park.
Well, let's find out. Now, besides Indian Summer Day, which is October 5th, what are some of the things that are planned at Heritage Park?
Well, we've got a full venue coming up. Let's start with our regular meeting, which is the September 26th. Wes Hampton is coming out, and he is going to talk about the Texas gemstones that he works with down at their jewelry store. So that's going to be an interesting thing.
He's a fossil hunter, isn't he?
He's a fossil hunter as well, but he is basically coming in to talk about the native Texas gemstones and where they come from and what he can do with them. So we're excited about that. So everybody is invited. Please come down, and if you want to join after that, we'll have membership forms available. And that's in the Winterford building, 7 o'clock on the 26th. Then on October 5th, we have Indian Summer Days, and we'll get into that deeper here in a minute. Right after that, 11th and 12th, is the Texified Jam Fest that they had last year. Tickets are still available, I understand, and I think that Leah Connor can help you with that. So they're excited about being back, so are we. It was a lot of fun. Then on November 9 and 10, we have Operation Victor Echo Tango is going to come in and do their barbecue cook-off. That's just going to be a 2-day event to come in and see, and it's a lot of fun. I was helped with it last year, and it's exciting to work with those people. And being a veteran, I appreciate everything they do. It's great to have them out there.
And their dates of November 9th and 10th is selected sort of nearest Veterans Day.
Yeah. And then November 30th and December 7th is going to be our wrap-up for the year with our Christmas in the Park.
Oh, boy.
So, we're going to be closing out this year with a bang. A lot of things going on in the park.
People who are new to our area just may not know what all goes on at Heritage Park, and they haven't gone through maybe a year's time with you and got to attend each thing. That Christmas in the Park is over the top, beautiful. You stroll through, enjoy the experiences as you go along.
Everything else going on, yeah.
Oh, and it's old-fashioned, and it's like going home.
Yep. Yeah. It's a fun event. We all enjoy it very much. Of course, for that, you've always got cookies and hot chocolate and, punch, and there's always something in every building. So
people saying Merry Christmas and meaning it.
Yeah.
And carolers and it's
a great event. We're proud of it.
Well, so Indian Summer Day. Now,
yes.
To me, I would just like to go there and live in that time era right there and stay out from then on, not leave.
Okay. I like running water myself. So, it's one of those things that you just kind of like, But it is an exciting event, and we have a lot going on, and we're going to have some a lot of things coming back that we've had in different places. We're going to be utilizing our Winterford building for the Caddo Indian presentation that we've had.
The building is new, is not even a year old.
No.
It's beautiful.
Yep, we're looking forward to having it available for people to come in and listen to that. And we're even going to stick our judges in there for our Dutch oven contest. We got plenty of room. We're going to utilize it.
Okay.
So kind of get them in out of the heat. But it will be open for that, plus our concession stand will be run out of it first time, which we're excited about, and see how that works.
You have a lovely kitchen there in the Winifred building.
Yes, and there's just a lot of things that's going to be going on that day. We've got the quilting and spinning, weaving, apple butter, candle making, there's tin punch, pottery making, blacksmith, They even show you how to grind some corn. There's a lot of artifacts to look at, and all the buildings will be open and have folks available to go in and look and stroll through the park.
You'll get to see the old schoolhouse, the old
Baden cabin, the Smith Gregg house. There'll be somebody everywhere. So
I like the sweets and the homemade goods that they make and sell in the cabin. Which cabin is
Baden
it?
cabin.
The Baden cabin.
Yeah, we've started this several years ago. That's our Christmas shop for Indian Summer Days, and of course they have the sweets and eats in there, and it's just really neat to be there and watch everybody stroll through the park and watch the cookers cook and everything like that.
Well, on this Dutch oven cook-off, John Chester passed away a few years ago. A lot of people called him Buffalo Chester, and he He wasn't the only one in the county who did Dutch oven, but he promoted that like nobody else did.
Oh, yeah.
He was always packing iron somewhere.
He was always packing iron, yeah. Matter of fact, that was how he and I really got to be close and everything, because at the stew cook-off, he was on one side of the creek and I was on the other side of the creek. We swapped out food quite often, so it was a lot of fun. And
this man was such a character, and we're continuing his legacy of what he loved to do, and the friendship and the inclusion of people, not excluding but including
yeah.
That he was characterized by in this 15th annual John Chester Dutch Oven Cook-Off.
Right. Absolutely.
So how does it affect the visitor? What do they get to see or do?
They get to come out, watch how the food is prepared, the ovens, how they cook. We have people that cook over open fire. We have people that use charcoal to cook. It's several different methods that you can cook with, and people just come out and look and learn the technique. We've had people that come out and look and say, I want to do that, and they'll come to the class, and next thing you know, they're out there cooking. And that's what we want, and is to introduce people to this method of cooking. Well, and it's a lot of fun.
If you didn't grow up as a pioneer and you didn't grow up as a Boy Scout, you may not know how to Dutch oven.
Absolutely.
So you can take the class in the spring, and then you can compete in the fall.
Yep, absolutely. And we've got a lot of people that took our class last year that are coming back just to do that. So we're excited about that too. And
if you want to be a cook, is there still time?
Oh, yeah, anytime. My number's 903-335-2752, and just give me a call, let me know. And we've signed up people at 3 hours. They've come in the gate that morning, and we are doing something a little different this year. Generally, we don't open the gates till 9, and usually leave it open till about 3. We're opening up at 8 this year, so more people can come in and see more of what's going on and kind of get an idea. Because generally, after everybody gets a chance to eat, they leave. And so we want them to hang around a little bit longer, but we're opening up a little earlier, so there's more time to watch the cooks and be a part of it.
Well, we don't know what the weather yet will be like on October 5th, but I love those cooking fires and the smoke that rises and the way the day gets its start.
Yep, it's very unique, and it's fun to go out. Some of those guys get there crack of dawn. I hadn't figured out why yet, but they like to get there early, and I have some that'll come in at the last minute, and they say, where we're sitting right there, okay, and they're cooking,
Well, they intended to come all along. Maybe they just didn't let you know until the last minute.
Well, no, these are guys that sign up.
Okay.
These are guys that...
Oh, they come in quickly and get it all put
they
out.
Just know they got it all the time, and so they know when they can get there. When they leave, a lot of folks come in the night before and set up their campsite so they don't have to mess with that. And so it's fun to watch everybody and be there and be a part of it. And we always prepare extra Dutch oven stuff and at the historical site. And so it's fun.
If you don't know, you can cook bread, desserts, pastries, nearly
anything. You can absolutely cook anything in a Dutch oven you cook in the oven at home. And it's just that simple.
It's amazing. And you have really led on teaching us that here in the county. Well, I know sponsors are who help you make this possible.
Yes. We have Alliance Bank, City National Bank, Hopkins Range Farm Bureau, and the Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op. And, they have been with us for quite a while. They've always supported the park. This is great to have sponsors like this that contribute not only financially, but, if we need stuff, they're always there. And it's great to have these sponsors.
And also, if you want to be a vendor or bring some sort of craft that you have done, then call Carly.
Call Carly Pinson at 903-383-2648.
Okay.
She takes care of one part, and I take care of the other, and we try to meet in the middle.
Indian Summer Day is just one of the many events at Hopkins County Heritage Park, 416 North Jackson,
Absolutely.
Next to the co-op. It's an 11-acre park.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're still adding things like the beautiful Winifred House.
Yep. That was a great addition to the park at this time.
Come and bring your children, bring your family, grandkids, mom, pop, grandma.
Anybody can come out. Yep.
Just love it.
It's a good event. A lot of fun to be there.
Well, thank you for being president again of the Historical
Yes,
Society and all the many things that you do there. And if you'd like to join in and be a member of the Historical Society,
you can just contact us at either one of the numbers I've given you, or call the museum, and that's 903-885-2387.
Okay.
And we will get you lined up and ready to go.
And further discover the history of Hopkins County.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Rick Wilson.
Thank you.
We'll see you at Indian Summer Day.
In sports, David Petroff is the head football coach of the Royce City Bulldogs, who the Wildcats will play Friday night on homecoming at Gerald Prim Stadium. Petroff is in his 7th year at Royce City. It's his first head coaching job. Previously, he was a defensive coordinator at Waco Midway and was an assistant at Frisco High School. The Bulldogs are off to a 2-0 start this season with non-district wins over Frisco, Centennial, and also Garland. And Royce City had a bye last week while the rest of the district teams were playing. Coach Petroff said the Bulldogs have been much improved this season, especially on offense. He said they have a lot of returners on the offensive side this year. The rock-solid Bulldogs defense is led by senior nose guard Jamie Cortez, the district's defensive MVP last season. Coach Petroff said some inside and outside linebackers returned for Royce City, along with 2 defensive ends that played a lot last year. He said one reason for Royce City's improved offense this season is that the offensive line has been healthier. They did lose their center during a scrimmage, but Coach Petroff said several others stepped up. He said both his starting quarterback and 2 top running backs played all last year and are back. Royce City is much improved throwing the ball this year, and Coach Petroff said he had good receivers on sub-varsity teams last year. Plus, the Bulldogs got a quality receiver who moved in from Lancaster. Coach Petroff's son, Peyton, now plays the F-back position for the Bulldogs, and he has moved all over the field. Concerning Sulphur Springs, Coach Petroff said the first thing that jumps out at him off tape are the 2 Wildcats running backs. He says he knows quarterback Caden Wallace can run since he won a 200-yard dash last year. Coach Petroff also noticed big offensive linemen for the Wildcats, Alfredo Olavide and also Ryan Hammonds. He said looking at the Wildcats' defensive formation was like looking into a mirror. Looks just like Royce City. And that's Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. Thank you for joining me, and so long, everybody.